3 stories from MMM Republic of South Africa and 9 out of 19 gatherings from MMM Nigeria's massive offline event last September 10 are featured in our events roundup this week, while our MMM Gives Back goes to the Orange Farm Extension 2 in Gauteng, South Africa. And in this Just an Opinion segment, Guider Emil San Juan gives us another insightful topic to ponder on. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC, your MavroNews channel. This week, our events roundup will feature stories from MMM Republic of South Africa and MMM Nigeria, all happening from July to September of this year. We start off with Guider Wanda from MMM Republic of South Africa as she introduced 8 people from KwaMashu in Gauteng to the MMM community during her presentation last July 17. Her goal was to share with them how the MMM platform works and its philosophy and ideology. Speaking in mixed English and African, she started off with an overview of MMM, its ideology, and why Sergey MavroNews saw the need to start MMM. From there, she moved on to topics about Mavro, the benefits members get, and MMM's global presence. She encouraged her guests to take advantage of the opportunity that MMM provides them to slowly free themselves from the current unjust financial system. She reminded them too that as a peer-to-peer donation exchange platform, MMM will continue giving benefits only if members will not stop in inviting people and providing help. Although misunderstanding and misconception of MMM continued to grow in South Africa, following the restart and negative media mileage, active leaders like Guider Sharon resolved to counter it with doing more presentations as they can. One event that she hosted was on July 17 of this year, where she met more than a dozen people in a house in Natal Pritz in Gauteng. Instead of hiding the truth, she made sure that her first topic will be about the restart status of MMM South Africa so she can explain what caused it. She next recounted how MMM started in South Africa when Busi Malbu from Durban discovered it online. All throughout, she was upfront in telling them that MMM did have its ups and downs, but members were able to sort things out and made a commitment to continue helping each other. She also reminded them that the founder Sergey MavroNews has always stressed that members should donate only their spare money so that when there is a restart, they will not incur a big loss. While Guider Sharon was busy in Gauteng, another lady guider was also advancing the MMM South Africa community at Stanger in KwaZulu-Natal on the same day, July 17. Guider Nusifu was able to gather 6 people, and like Guider Sharon, she explained first about the restart in South Africa. The attendees listened attentively as Guider Nusifu next discussed the vision and ideology of MMM. She assured them that MMM is not a scam and that it is a community whereby participants donate to each other willingly. While discussing the benefits, she added a reminder that they should rein in their greed by just donating spare money so they won't regret it in case a restart happens. She also challenged those who plan to join to enroll at the Guider School so they can reap more benefits from the community. From South Africa, we now move to Nigeria, wherein on September 10 alone, Guiders of the MMM Nigeria community was able to conduct 19 presentations on different areas. This week, we will feature 9 of them, while the rest will be part of our edition next week. We start off in Avia State, where 3 of said events happen. One of which was organized by Guider Sigon Adjola at the New Edge International Hotel in Umuahia. About 2,000 people came to listen to him talk about MMM and how they can benefit from it. Some were even taking notes while Guider Sigon was discussing in front. At times, the presentation was disrupted by people asking questions or discussing among themselves answers to questions that arise from the current topic. Though it was distracting, Guy Dersigon was able to stay on top of the situation and finish the presentation. He also had his upline guider with him to help clarify on things that the audience were confused with. From one hotel inn, we moved to another as Guider Chisholm Lawrence sponsored a live presentation at the Avia Hotels in Ava, Avia State, also on the same day. Instead of using a PowerPoint presentation, he used the live websites of the MMM Nigeria as his tools. He no longer discussed MMM's history and ideology and instead directed his audience where they can find these things from the website. What he focused on was the registration process, the MMM personal office. Using the live website, he showed them the step-by-step process of registration and emphasized on what they need to provide and why those information are needed. He next showed them where to log in while adding a reminder that they should log in to their MMM account using only that specific address so they can avoid accessing phishing websites. Once inside the MMM personal office, he also showed them how to navigate it and discuss the functions of each section. He added as well the steps that must be done by new members before they can do their first provide help. Though the discussions were lengthy, Guider Lawrence made sure that his 15 attendees feel relaxed by cracking jokes from time to time.
As we donate to each other in the community, we are rewarded.
That was one of the ways Guider Andrew Peters described the nature of MMM during his offline presentation last September 10 at the home of the Whooper in Umuahia, also in Avia State. From there, he introduced his audience of about a dozen people to the ideology of MMM, its history, the three key elements in the participation and how Mavro grows. In discussing the other benefits and the risks and the rules for safe participation, he stressed several times that they should only use their spare money to send donations. He added that although MMM provides them opportunity to become financially free, they should not treat it as a get-rich-quick scheme. He also discouraged people from borrowing money just to participate. From Avia, we now go to Benue State in Nigeria, where on September 10, about 3 dozen people who are mostly women converged at the St. Joseph Primary School in Orocam to listen to Guider Sylvester Ogve's offline presentation about MMM. He opened their eyes to current unfair financial system the world is under as he talked about MMM's ideology. He next explained how MMM wanted to address this inequality using its donation exchange platform. Guider Sylvester also encouraged them to give the community a try by just starting with their spare amount of money so they can see themselves how the community works. While Guider Sylvester was busy in Benue, Guider Patrick Ashidu was also occupied with his own offline presentation that day at the Winners Lodge in Agbor, Delta State.
Of the way MMM is generating income for people.
He started off by explaining the meaning of MMM briefly to his audience of about 20. He next discussed its evolution from a Russian company that has a central account in 1994 to a worldwide mutual donation community in 2011. Two topics that focus on the frequently asked questions and the rules of participation to mitigate risks. The presentation proper lasted for about 45 minutes, but it was never boring for his guests because he was able to seamlessly inject jokes that elicited laughter from them. He also allotted additional time for their questions.
The system is such that you are expected to take responsibility. So as you come and as you begin to participate, you have to update your knowledge about computer. Because everything we'll be doing around it is on the internet.
That was guider Daniel Emmanuel giving a practical reminder to his audience of 18 people during his MMM live presentation in Kaduna State last September 10 of this year.
What are the number one?
It was just one of the many that he gave as he introduced to them the ideology of the community and how it works. As he discussed the bonuses and other benefits, he cautioned them to never treat MMM as a business or investment scheme. He also told them that patience is very important for participants because along the way, there may be problems they may encounter like people not confirming or sending donations. And despite some intermittent shouting from outside, Guider Daniel was able to successfully finish his presentation without any glitches. Another guider who was busy last September 10 in Kaduna State was Guider Jepseno. He hosted an opportunity event at the Bilhat Garden in Kafashan and was able to generate a crowd of 15 guests.
His name is MavroNews.
One way he defined MMM was a self-managed community where everyone is the boss, and the participants provide financial help to each other with full trust. He advised them, though, to not expect that everything they donated will be given back. A situation like pause mode or restart may happen. He added that, given these scenarios, they should remember to only donate spare money and not their entire savings. The Ritis fast food and restaurant at the Barnawa shopping complex was also witness to another MMM offline presentation in Kaduna State last September 10 with Guider Shika Nakchukwu as lead organizer and Guider Ese Imagve as presenter. He started off by comparing how banks unfairly reward depositors with small interest rate against how MMM rewards those who commit to make donations. He also discussed how the community operates on the principle of power of giving without a central account of money. Three topics he put emphasis on were the rules on safe participation, the risks involved, and the responsibilities of each member. Guider Ese told his audience that by understanding these topics, they will have a smoother experience in doing MMM. Before formally ending the occasion, he also allowed them to air any questions or clarifications they have. Guider David Igwe was the last organizer of our last featured event for this week. He held it at the Golo Hall in Soleha, Niger State, also on September 10 of this year.
Live presentation.
Aside from discussing topics about MMM, he also shared how his life changed for the better because of the platform. He was quick to remind them, though, that since MMM is a global community of financial aid and donation exchange, and no guarantees are given, they should only use spare funds in making donations. Two people also stood up during the presentation to give their testimonies. Here is a snipper of what one of them said.
I'm a preacher. I'm not preaching money, but I know it has actually helped me. So I want to say that MMM works. So I thank God for that group of people. Thank you.
Triple M is a community of people that are assisting each other by donating to one another.
That was Guider Faith as she was introducing MMM to the people of Orange Farm Extension 2 in Gauteng, South Africa during a charity event she sponsored last August 12 of this year. Speaking in mixed African and English, she briefly introduced her guests on how MMM works as a donation exchange platform. She also emphasized that MMM's goal is not just to help its members, but also those who are in need of assistance outside of the Triple M community. After she was done with her talk about MMM, Guider Faith led the team to distribute the school children's shoes and groceries they brought for the underprivileged residents of Orange Farm. Light snacks were also shared between the team, the kids and parents who were present. The people of Orange Farm expressed their gratitude to Guider Faith and her team and to the MMM South Africa community. They were glad because aside from the gifts that the team brought, they now fully understood how MMM works. Some of them expressed interest in joining the community later. On their part, Guider Faith and her team were also thankful to the MMM community because through its sponsorship of charity events, they are able to help improve the lives of people in need in their country. She added that through these types of activities, they are able to prove, especially to those who are in doubt, that the community is serious in its ideology of improving the lives of the financially unprivileged people rather than to steal from them. She aptly called it power of giving in action.
Great day, everyone. Time flies so fast that it's a new week again for us. Christmas is approaching, so let me welcome everyone with the greetings of Merry Christmas. For those who don't know me, my name is Emil and welcome to Just My Opinion. On our episode last week, we featured MMM Nigeria as one of the fastest growing community all over MMM. And now we will have a related topic, which is again about the development of MMM community. We all know that the leaders of our community are busy building and maintaining their structure of participants locally. Based from my experience, it's not easy as it may seem at first because as your structure grows, responsibilities and duties become heavy as well. So the idea of developing other countries became the last priority for most of the participants and guiders in the MMM community. But the question is it really needed to bring MMM abroad? Will it be a big help to expand MMM outside your country? Well, here's my opinion. I'm going to share according from my personal observation. Basically, expanding structure outside your country is not proactively promoted in MMM for two main reasons. First, there's an existing rule that every MMM country shall be exclusive to its national residents except if allowed by the administration team. Second is the language barrier. Although English is the international language, not all people joining MMM knows how to speak it properly. So sometimes it's really hard to communicate with other people outside your country. But here's the thing. The only way for MMM population to grow fast is to develop it internationally. I know it's a lot easier to develop inside your country, but I knew several people who were able to build a huge team outside of their country in just by using the internet. In fact, they became the coordinator for their chosen country, even though they are not a local resident there. I think that's really a great contribution to the overall success of MMM. So, how can we do it? Or how can we start? The very first thing that you need to do in order for you to start developing other countries is to take the MMM Guider School and learn the basics and fundamentals of this community. You also need to make sure that you ask your mentor every possible question that you might encounter from your future participants. In this way, you'll be able to equip yourself with proper knowledge necessary to jumpstart your plan to build an international group of MMM participants. Next thing that you should do is to coordinate with the administration team by attending the weekly guiders meeting conducted per country. By doing so, you'll be informed if your plan is feasible and what are the actions you need to take in order for you to execute it. Surely, developing MMM abroad is not an easy thing to do, but with the right mindset, good attitude, and discipline, it's worth the effort. It will require a lot of effort at the beginning, but once you gain momentum, things will be a lot easier than you think. So, are you fired up to start your team abroad? Are you excited for a bigger success? If yes, then start your way today, not tomorrow. That concludes our segment for this week. I hope to see you again next week and we will cover another exciting topic. This is Emil saying, always remember that everything that I said in this video is just my opinion. Have a great day, guys, and bye-bye. Take care.
That ends another roundup of stories from our MMM Global community. Greetings to our participants from Thailand as they celebrate Father's Day and King Rama IX's birthday today. Greetings too to those who will celebrate the Feast of the Immaculate Conception on December 8th. My name is Mark. Always remember, together we change the world.